Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Inside Guns with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. You know, today a lot of people have been sending me emails asking me about what I think of the new executive orders that Biden just issued on guns and gun sales. You know, it's all about gun safety supposedly. Well, to be honest, I feel like I should be sitting here asking you guys to explain it to me because I didn't get most of it. It didn't come across as very plain to me. It mostly came across like some old man standing up at a podium screaming about how no one's going to vote for him again because he's unpopular and he has to do something to make it look like he's catering to the one group that might be stupid enough to vote for him again, which is the extreme anti-gun left. Because I didn't see any real substance in these orders. Now, there were a few areas of it that concerned me, but overall, it was just him saying, you know, those laws we passed that aren't having any effect on crime? Well, you all need to start enforcing them. And that doesn't make sense to me. You mean you haven't been enforcing the laws? Is that what he's saying, that the government under his watch isn't enforcing the laws? Because that's basically what most of what he said today was. Enforce the laws that are already there. I want to encourage you to do it. Well, are they not doing that already? And if they're not doing it when it's got the weight of federal law behind it, are they going to do it now that some toothless executive order's been issued? If they're not doing it, I think that maybe you should start going after the agencies that are not doing the things they're supposed to do. Other than that, it was, like I said, just a whole bunch of smokescreen, a whole bunch of theater for the anti-gun left, the people he thinks might actually be stupid enough to vote for him again. Like I said, though, there were a few things in there that I was concerned about, and I'll go over them here. I actually have them written down here. He mentioned one thing about using the Department of Defense's fact that they acquire a lot of firearms to somehow make things better, make things different on how people, get firearms, make it a safer society. I don't get that at all. The only thing I can figure out here is he's thinking that the government, the Department of Defense, should start putting conditions on manufacturers if they order guns from them, saying, well, if we order guns from you, we want you to voluntarily do these things, like not sell to the civilian market, or if you do, make sure it's very limited, or start doing these things like not producing magazines that hold more. Is that what they're going to do? Are they going to start blackmailing private business through government contracts? Because if that's what he's saying, that's illegal. So I don't understand that part at all. That part was concerning to me. Another part is where he was encouraging an independent organization, the Federal Trade Commission, to do a study regarding how the gun manufacturers are marketing to minors and marketing to civilians using military imagery. Well, this is something we were dealing with today in the state of Washington during the hearings about a bill going through here, 5078. They were asking, hey, where are some examples of gun manufacturers targeting minors in their advertising? And the people supporting the bill couldn't name one. They had to create a weird hypothetical. And when the person asked, well, do you have any real world examples of this? They didn't have any. And they used the, I'll get back to you, because they didn't have any. They've had years to look up, and they don't have to look them up, and they couldn't find any. So this is basically him saying, hey, do a study about those things we say exist that don't really exist. I mean, minors don't have money and can't buy guns anyway, so why would you market directly to minors? It doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you spend a lot of money selling them a product that they can't buy? It's not like cigarettes where you got to get them started on it early or else they'll never start. And you got to hope that, there's a lot of places out there with very loose control over cigarettes and kids can get them easily. Not the same thing with guns. They can't do that. So that'd kind of be a waste of advertising dollars, because the parents are going to have to make the decision whether to get it and to go in and pay for it. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but he wants this independent organization to do this study to further his political career, which to me sounds like extortion of an organization. So I don't know if that's legal either. But the third thing he did talk about that actually seems like it does have some relevance is he talked about the Undetectable Firearms Act. that they passed a while back when people were in a tizzy about, oh my God, all the terrorists are going to make polymer guns that aren't detectable by metal detectors, and they're just going to take over every plane in the country. That kind of hysteria that they were going through. When we all know guns with no metal parts are hardly a risk to anybody. They're not really a thing that is anything to worry about. So they passed this law anyway, and it expires this year, and they're trying to get it made permanent and trying to expand it. But here's the thing why I'm concerned about this, even though there's no really such a thing as these undetectable firearms that are really any risk to anybody. The real purpose of this bill is not to worry about undetectable firearms. It's to curtail the ability to 3D print gun parts. That's what this bill is really about. It's about printing things at home, polymer pieces, etc., that people can now make in the privacy of their own home because of 3D printing. It used to be you had to have a CNC machine if you wanted to do something anywhere close to the stuff you can do with these things now. So that's the real goal of this bill. The Undetectable Firearms Act is not about undetectable firearms. It's about your ability to print things at home. So that's kind of concerning. That bothers me. But like I said, though, even though there's things in this bill that concern me, none of them actually mean anything because, like I said, it's a toothless executive order. It's stuff he knows he can't get past. And it's stuff he knows he has to cater to or pretend to care about so that the one group of people that might still vote for him, the extreme left, will still be like, Joe Biden's fighting for us, like the, everyday gun safety group, whatever they're fucking called. I did a swear. But whatever they're called, they are out like, oh, he really did something today. He's showing his support for gun safety, and he's really showing his leadership on getting rid of guns and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what did he freaking do? This is all theater. It's theater for a group of people, like I said, that might vote for him who are also in a panic right now because of Bruin. That's a lot of what this is. It's just it's a placebo pill for a lot of the anti-gunners that are panicking right now because of what's happening in the courts. They're watching gun law after gun law after gun law be declared unconstitutional, and they're panicking, and this is something for them to take it and go, oh, Biden's got us. He's going to take care of it all. He's going to fix stuff. He's doing executive orders, and he's going to get things done. Not doing anything. Except meaningless, like I said, theater for a panicked group of people who are probably the only people that are still stupid enough to vote for this old geezer. So that's what this was today. It was just political theater, and if anybody can see anything deeper in it than I can, let me know. I did cover those three things that I think are concerning, and they'll be concerning if it actually comes to where Congress is trying to pass any of that stuff, which isn't even close to being true right now. And we're about to see a power shift in Washington from Democrats to Republicans, probably, very likely. So I don't understand what all this is about, other than, like I said, some doddering old fool up there bitching because nobody likes him. This is what I got to do, I guess, to get people to like me, people who still might vote for me. It was just a show, and a bad one at that. All right, everybody, with that being said, I want to answer a couple of questions that came in about my new Glock 20 Gen 5 the other day, even though I answered one of the questions in the video when I showed the gun. Got a couple of questions I want to address. First off, I said that I had put a grip plug in it, but it wasn't made for the Glock 20 Gen 5. I took another one and modified it. People asked me what I meant by that. Well, I ordered a grip plug for a G19 Gen 5, but it was too big to go in this Glock because it's not made for the G20s. So I had to take a lot of material off the face of it so that it would actually fit up in there. But once I did that, it fit fine. And I said that in the video that I had modified it because there wasn't one available, and people kept sending me emails saying, how do I find one of those? I've been looking and I can't find one for a Gen 5 G20. Because I said I modified it. That's why you can't find one. So I wanted to address that right there once more. The other thing is, people asked me, what was the back plate that I showed and where can they get one? The people who knew what it was. Well, it is a Deadpool back plate, and I got it from someone called Dakota something. Dakota Bandit. I think it's dakotabandit.com. That's where I got it. I bought it. They shipped it to me very quickly, and it's very cool. So just wanted to answer that question for people. I might put a link into the description of this video because I think I'm allowed to do that. I don't know if that counts as trying to sell firearms or something, but I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm just answering the question, where did I get it? I have no affiliation with these people. But I wanted to answer those questions just really quickly here because, like I said, got quite a few of them. All right, that's it for me today. But before I go, I want to remind everybody one more thing. If you want to pick up some official Yankee Marshall Posse merchandise, go over to tympistolproject.com. There are items over there on the page. I've added a lot of items now, like mugs and stickers that people have asked for. So go on over there, purchase something. If you purchase a t-shirt, you get 2 entries into the friend drawing. If you purchase any other item, you get 1 entry into the friend drawing, and all money goes to support the Pets and Vets program. So go on over there, get yourself some official merchandise, and possibly win yourself a nice prize. Also, I want to remind everyone, we do live chats every night at 6 p.m. Pacific time, except for Mondays and Wednesdays when they're at 5 p.m. Pacific time. And I would love for you all to stop by. It's very informal. Just come on in. If you've got a question for me you'd like to ask me, or you think I've been wrong about something and you'd like to challenge my opinion, feel free to come on in and let me know. I hope to see you there. And with that being said, I am out of here. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. And I want to remind everyone out there to always carry and stay safe until I see you again. Hey everyone, Yankee here. You know, in my videos, we often cover some complicated subjects with a lot of gray area. So if you would like to further discuss anything said in my videos, please join us in one of my live chats. Live chats are held most days at 6 p.m. Pacific time, except for Monday and Wednesday when they are at 5 p.m. Pacific. There is a clickable link to the live chats in the upper right-hand corner of this video. If you disagree with anything I've said in a video, feel free to participate in Spank the Yank. You can come on the live discussion panel and let me know face-to-face how I was wrong.